Have any of you guys ever had a death like that? That's happened to me a few times, especially in Bloodborne. I would have those where I just have to hit them one more time and they're done and I would die. And it can really hurt the soul. No pun intended, but I mean, it can really get you down, especially for me. I remember in Bloodborne, there were a couple times that happened and it would just mess with me. It would mess with my mind. Like I couldn't recover after that. I'd have to take a break or just find all the strength within me to forget that just happened, because it's really easy to just linger on it and think about like how close you were and how you can't just seem to get there again. It can be very challenging. It's like a mind game. And so, yeah, that did happen with this boss. However, I overcame. I actually beat it the next time. So I was on a mission. I was like, I'm not going to stop until I beat this thing because it's not hard. This boss is not hard at all, which was kind of surprising because it's so big and it looks intimidating and strong. And it is strong. It does deal a lot of damage. But the thing is, it's really easy to avoid his hits. So because of that, it's actually an easy boss, and I was kind of disappointed a little bit, surprised and disappointed, but at the same time I was kind of relieved because I was not about the struggle that night. I was tired, I was playing kind of late, and I thought, I just want to get this done. I want to beat this thing. I have arachnophobia in real life, so I'm not really interested in seeing spiders for a long time. And I did figure out that if I hold the torch, the little spiders will just kind of leave me alone. That's my number one piece of advice, because yeah, if you're looking to beat this boss, you don't know how to do it, or you're having trouble with it, if you're looking for tips, that's my number one. Just use the torch. The little spiders, they'll just leave you alone. Even just getting to the boss too, the little path you have to take, there's a lot of little spiders along the way. So just, yeah, as long as you have that torch, you're good. They won't really bother you. But yeah, that's one thing, to have that. And then also just staying on the side of its body is pretty much the way to go. He has two heads and you can hit either one. Eventually, if you hit one enough, the whole head just kind of like falls off. It was kind of weird and kind of funny when that happens. But he does take some attacks on you if you're in front of him. So the trick that I used was just kind of baiting him. I would stay in front of his face for like a second and then immediately move to the side of his body. So when he would go for an attack, I can, avoid it and then come back in and get a quick hit. So that was kind of the routine. I was just going back and forth, baiting him, letting him do his thing. I go in for a hit and then I go back and do it all over again. He also jumps in the air sometimes and kind of lands. That was very easy to avoid. I thought that was going to be harder, that maybe he would actually land on me and stuff, but that didn't really happen. He just kind of jumps back, and as long as you roll forward or to the side, like to the left, I think that's what I did, I was good, and he wasn't really around. So that was kind of surprising. I thought that was going to like really deal damage to me and that was going to be my way of dying possibly, but it just never really happened. So yeah, I just stayed on the side and let him have his little tantrums and stuff. He kind of like would, get all his legs to stomp down. And once he would do that, I would just kind of, go in and get some hits and just do it all over again. It was kind of like the same thing over and over. It's kind of a long fight because of that. You have to kind of have patience. And that's what worked for me. I mean, I just kind of stuck to that strategy and beat it that way. When I first went in to fight this boss, because I think this is like my 4th try. I should really count when I do these bosses, because sometimes I forget. I think this is my 4th try. But when I went in the first time, I did not have a torch. Okay, so that was one thing. So I was getting attacked by the little spiders. I was kind of overwhelmed. I didn't know what the heck to do. I think he ended up just biting me. I was standing in front of him. I couldn't get around fast enough, and that's how I died. So once I realized, like, okay, don't stay in front of him, bait him, do what you gotta do, bring on a torch, bring it to battle. Once I figured out these little things, it just got way easier. And it's actually a very easy fight. So yeah, I just wanted to upload this. I did not do live commentary, so I wanted to put some on top of it. So that's why I'm talking right now. I just want to update you guys, on this boss, that I did beat it. It's over, and I was a little disappointed by it. I gotta say, I was kind of hoping it would have been more challenging, but at the same time, like I said earlier, I was kind of relieved because I'm not a big fan of spiders, and the dead ones are the best ones for me, in my opinion. So that's all I got to say about this fight, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've beat a couple bosses since, you know, playing this one. I've actually beat like 3 or 4. So once I get those videos ready for you guys, I will go ahead and upload those as well. Stay tuned. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.